ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् यदविद्याविलासेन भूतभौतिकसृष्ट्या तं नौमि परमात्मानं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहम्. Okay, we are seeing, remember, definition of perception from two standpoints. First, he started with defining the knowledge. What is that? Defining knowledge? Where Gata Avichinna Chaitanyam and Trupti Avichinna Chaitanyam is there at the same time and place. Yeah. Become one. Now the words become one. Becoming one means same time and place. Yeah. So the Vritti Avichinna Chaitanyam and Gata Avichinna Chaitanyam at the same time and place. Becoming one, in other words. Why becoming one? Because there is an apparent difference. Okay. Yeah. Then he talked about it from the standpoint of an object of perception. So there he said, Ghatakara Chaitanya, Pramatra Vichinna Chaitanya, the knower, same time and place. Correct? This is obvious, isn't it? Dayanand is not sure. You are clear, okay. Yeah. He should be, he has been hearing it second time. Yeah.
Swamiji, please tell me page number now. Because I just my mobile went off.
Tell these people, so many years of this thing, but still. Okay, so there it is. Two perception from two standpoints. From the object, standpoint of the object, from the standpoint of the knowledge. Perceptual knowledge, perceptual object, perceived object. Two standpoints, two definitions given. Clear about this? Okay. Then he had said, last time what we saw,
So,
even, yeah?
Can I ask a
Sure,
question?
sure.
So far as perception of object is concerned, there's still a difference. So perception of knowledge is actually when the vritti happens and then it takes the, you don't take it like
What is the theory? There is a difference, subject-object difference is there.
So when I talk about perception of object, that subject-object difference is there.
Knowledge also subject-object is there. I know the book. I saw the book. The book knowledge is there in my mind. Subject-object hai ki nahi udhar mein? That's common. You objectify all knowledge. Yeah?
In that case, the book is about the book only.
Yeah. So there's always a subject-object difference. And that's okay.
So then in that case, what is really the difference here when you say vritti? That means that I saw the book, but at the same time I know that it's a book. So really speaking, what is the difference between?
Different because there is a book and there is knowledge of the book. That is it. Yeah. It's only refining it. It's only refining what is there, because what is there is the book is there, knowledge of the book is there. So from the standpoint of knowledge, how will you talk about it? From the standpoint of book, how will you talk about it?
From the standpoint of knowledge, there need not be an object. I can dream about a waterfall. Then it still becomes a...
Then, that he will handle later. How real is your perception? Brahma hai, क्या देखना पड़ेगा. Correct? Whether it is valid knowledge, not valid knowledge. Whether it is vyavaharikam, pratibhasikam, paramarthikam, all that we have to see. वो भी आ जाएगा.
So then can I say at the level, I'm just trying to understand. So then at the, when I say perception of object, I see the book, but I may be wrong, it may not be a book. So only when it becomes perception of knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. So when you are talking about erroneous perception, wait, he is dealing with erroneous perception later. Yeah. Everything is dealt with. Yeah. Once you think, first understand what your correct perception is. then we will go with error after that. That's why last time we went elaborately with the thing that is there a separate perception for the color of the pot and the pot? All that we went. Is there a separate perception for the size of the pot and the pot? For the weight of the pot? There is no perception. How can you perceive the weight of a pot? That should be measured. Pramana is different then.
It is Anuman.
Huh?
Anuman.
Anumanam, etc. Yeah. Or putting it on a weighing scale and measuring it. Where you are not really measuring the mass of the object. You are only measuring the gravitational pull on it.
There in medical language we say, no, we see the kidney. But they ask, it's working. I say, I can't tell you it's working.
You know, it is not that I am overweight. I am only in the wrong planet. I should have been on moon. So, any questions on what we did last time? Because last time some of the thing has not come on the recording. That's all this, that you can't perceive weight, etc. That's all that came, yeah. (27). Last time we did page 27. Yeah. Then he is this last para we have seen that nanu evam vritto avyaptihi anavastha bhyam vritti gochara vritti anangikarena tatra swa akara vritti upahita ghatita ukta lakshana abhavat iti chet na. Giving an example. We had seen this last time, yeah. Didn't come on the recording, that's why I'm just summing it up. What is perception? Your mind is taking the form of the object and your Pramatra Chaitanya is objectifying it, correct? That's the relationship. There is a vritti in your mind. Okay? A vritti in your mind. So if the vritti is there in your mind, do you need a vritti akara vritti again? Why not? Because your definition says that. What is the definition of perception? Object. When the akara vritti and the pramatra avichinna vritti are one and the same. Either you have a vritti, therefore vritti akara vritti should take place. You are not saying yes to that because anavastha dosha. To remove anavastha dosha. Anavastha dosha meaning regressing ad infinitum. To prevent that, you are saying vritti is correct. Otherwise, you use. I saw the book akara vritti. Now, book akara vritti has to be finally with another vritti. It will go on then, endless. It is not anavastha bhyam as he says, because it is a fact. I am seeing it, it is finishing here itself. Correct? Is there vritti clicking means you will never see anything. So the fact of experience is that it is right here. Number one. Number two, he says, anavastha bhya vritti vrittiya vishayatve svishya abhibhamena svishya vritti upihita pramatra chaitanya bhinna asakta tatra api abhava. Simple. Says you have a vritti in your mind, and that vritti is at the same time and place as pramatra avichinna chaitanya. Correct or not? Where is the vritti taking place? Where is the vritti taking place? In your mind. And where is the pramatra avichinna chaitanya? Right there. So farak kidhar hai? There is no difference to need a separate vritti, according to the definition itself. What is another way of answering this? Sakshi Vityam. The vrittis are known by the Sakshi you. Even if you take it as Sakshi Vityam. Because all thoughts, emotions are all Sakshi Vityam, known by the knower directly without the necessity of any other pramana. Correct? Isn't that what Sakshi Vityam is? Yeah. If that is what Sakshi Vityam is, then still the definition is valid. Why? Vritti Avichanna Chaitanyam, Pramatra Avichanna Chaitanyam, same time and place. So definition is still valid. Whether you take it as Sakshi or Pramatra, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Definition holds. Clear about this or confusion? If there is a confusion, ask me, tell me what is the confusion, I will clarify it. What about the people here on screen? Clear? Okay, good.
Yes, clear.
Clear, no? Okay. Good. Then, so simple, straightforward. This much we had seen last time. Correct? So some of it has not come on to the recording. Now what to do? According to my past as a sailor, we put all technology as she, woman. The ship is a she, the machinery is a she, engines are she. Why? Can be temperamental sometimes. Make the recording didn't come after half the thing. What can I do? It came, it slipped into another video, and I can't play it, whatever I do. All she. Your rifle, your everything is she. Okay, yeah. Now I don't know.
Swamiji, I'll tell you.
Huh? What is that?
No, it is just like Mithya.
Yeah.
You analyze it, then you get lost. So therefore it is she.
Can go this side, that side, yeah. Mithya like. Now don't ask me what a lady sailor will call the ship. I have to find that out. Hopefully I am meeting a ship's captain in UK when I go this time. Yeah. A lady who is the captain of a ship. Okay. So we'll have some interesting conversation. Gana? She. Yeah, it's all she. Everything is
Swamiji, what is the argument here? This is what they have done in the previous thing also.
Yeah.
Na?
That's why I'm just summing up.
This was the same thing, na? That the
Yeah.
vritti and the pramata
Yeah.
is the same.
Same.
Happens at the same
So the
time.
definition he's saying is valid even when there is Sakshi Vityam.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
That is valid.
Yeah.
And what about the size and color and all? It is
You
really
can't,
the same,
yeah.
same point.
Color you can have, same vritti. Because when you're seeing this book is seen along with the color, no? It's not a separate vritti. Then he says, Evam cha antakarna tad dharmadinam kevala sakshi vishayatve api tad akara vritti ubhamena ukta lakshanasya tatrapi satta na avyaptihi. The same thing I said. He says, even though antakarna dharma, I am feeling sad. I am feeling excited about it. I am feeling happy. Antakarna dharma. These are all antakarna. How is antakarna dharma seen? Because it is not a vritti now. It's an antakarna dharma. It's generally cheerful person. Antakarna dharma. Antakarna dharma is to have emotions. Antakarna dharma is to have decisions, make decisions. All this is dharma of the antakarna. That is seen by the Sakshi, Sakshi Vityam. But even in Sakshi Vityam, dharma avachana, antakarna dharma avachana chaitanyam is there and pramatra avachana chaitanyam is there. So the definition is still valid.
So vrittis.
Yeah, still valid. Because all dharmas are also vritti. Whatever happens inside you is a vritti only. That doesn't change. Vritti means a thought form. A thought. Happiness is a thought. Sadness is a thought. Excitement is a thought. So vritti avichinna chaitanyam and pramatra avichinna chaitanyam. Same time and place. So the reality is one and the same. Now, there is a Purvaksha. Nacha antakarna dharmadinam vritti vishayatva abhigame kevala sakshi vishayatva abhigame api virodha iti vachyam. Okay, now he is putting just to clarify, he is putting a doubt there. What is the doubt? If, he says, you are accepting antakarna dharma vritti for antakarna dharma, then it will be contrary to it being kevala sakshi pratyaksham. Just to clarify, he is asking a question. Okay, this is the ekadasha question, just to clarify. Okay, because then sakshi vidyam kaisa bol sakta hai? Sakshi, because the sakshi does not require a vritti. To objectify sakshi does not require. ठीक है, no problems. He says, नहीं वृत्तिम विना साक्ष्य विषयत्वम केवल साक्ष्य वेद्यम. He says, nobody has said that saksha vedyam means without a vritti. Because what is the sakshi? How do you define the sakshi? What is the definition of sakshi?
Avasthatraya sakshi.
One is avasthatraya sakshi. Other is buddhi vrittinam sakshi. The sakshi of all the thoughts that are there. Therefore, for a state of sakshitvam, to be a sakshi, should be something to be witnessed. No?
Otherwise, sakshi.
How can we? I am witnessing all of you in the room. Supposing all of you go away, then I am witnessing only tables and chairs. They are also removed. I am witnessing the empty space. Unless there is something to be witnessed, I cannot be called a witness. Samadhi mein chale gaya. What are you witnessing? Today afternoon I am hoping for some samadhi time. Okay. Samadhi mein chalega. What are you witnessing? There is nothing to witness. Exactly. So you can't say sakshi there. Therefore, when you are using that sakshi vidyam, it has to be understood that there is a vritti there to be witnessed. Otherwise, there is nothing to be witnessed. Yeah, I have nothing to be witnessed. What are you talking about? वृत्ति मना साक्षी केवल साक्षी होते हैं किंतु
समाधि में जाएंगे
is it nothingness, is it ignorance, is it you? Three possible. It cannot be nothingness because you are there. So samadhi cannot be experience of nothingness because you are there. Huh? When are you witness? Only when you are witnessing. That's what I am just saying. When you are witnessing, you are witness. When you are not witnessing. Yesterday a murder took place in Malad. Can I be called as a witness for it? अरे मैं मलाड में था ही नहीं है. सुबह पोवा में था ना. Then I came home. Then I went to Ghatkopar. Came home. बस मलाड गया नहीं. I can't be called witness. Witness I am only when I am witnessing.
That's why they call it eyewitness in the Quran.
Yeah, just to specify. Because hearsay they don't know.
So the only difference which I'm making out is like when there is an object outside and these are all sukshma
Exactly.
things. It's just because when thoughts emotions, they have some sort of
Some form has to be
which-
there, exactly. Some
that's
vritti
why
form has to be.
I'm the one who's illuminating everything. There's nothing.
Correct. So he is dismissing that notion that Sakshi Vaitya means without vritti. Sakshi does not require a vritti, but there has to be a vritti to be witnessed. If there is no vritti to be witnessed, what are you witnessing? That's why buddhi vritti naam Sakshi. You will say. Because otherwise, what Sakshi? There is nothing there. Then what are you witnessing? Nothingness.
That's also vritti.
Yeah. That means nothingness is something. Because if you can objectify nothingness, there is something there. That's not connected here. That's whether there is a pramana or not is the question. Kintu, then what is the Sakshi Vaityam? He says, Indriya Anumanadi Pramana Vyaparam Antarena. He says, Indriya Vyaparam Antarena, without using your sense organs. What is Sakshi Vaityam? You are gaining a knowledge without using your sense organs. Acha, I am inferring? No, without using inference, etc. also. Without using any of your pancha pramanas, you are getting a knowledge. I am happy. That knowledge is Sakshi. Happy thought objectified by Pramatra. Meaning Pramatra Avichinna Chaitanya, happy thought Avichinna Chaitanya, both are at the same time and place. That is called Sakshi Vaityam. Inside. Indriya is not used, Anumana Adi is also not used. Clear?
Yes, Antakarana dharma is also a vritti.
Yeah.
All the dharmas are.
When you say I am sad, what is it? I am an anxious person. What does it mean? Lot of vrittis. Antarena Sakshi Vishayatvam. Therefore, Sakshi Vishayatvam without using a pramana. Knowledge of book. Your book knowledge. That is Sakshi Vaityam or not Sakshi Vaityam?
Sakshi Vaityam.
How do you gain knowledge of the book?
Perception.
Therefore, you say book knowledge is perception. Can you see the difference? But all knowledge in your mind is Sakshi Vaityam. Why? To gain the knowledge, what Indriyas did you use? To gain knowledge of the book. To gain knowledge of the book, you use perception. But to gain knowledge of the book, what did you use? Sakshi Vaityam.
That is at vritti vyapti and phala vyapti.
No, don't confuse with all that. That also make it mat like yeah. See?
I just want to ask a question. So when there will be pralaya, there will be nothing.
Once again, pralaya comes later. And deal with, hold on. So Ishvara Sakshi will be into the picture. In a nutshell, I'll tell you right now, Ishvara Sakshi comes to the picture of pralaya.
So that will be Swarupa Lakshana at that time because
No.
in Makaranta,
Tatastha.
Makaranta we
Because you are defining Ishvara as Sakshi of pralaya. Tatastha Lakshana. Yeah.
And then everything is when it goes into unmanifested stage, the consciousness still remain. I'll still remain. So then can I say I'm still the Sakshi because Sakshi
What is there to be witnessed? Nothing. Then you are not Sakshi, you are pure consciousness.
consciousness.
Yeah. He says, Atayeva Ahankara Ankuhara Tikayam Acharyam Aham Antakarna Vrittihi Angikrita. The Acharya here is Prakashatma Yati. So he says, Prakashatma Yatihi, that is also in one of the commentaries of the Brahma Sutra. Okay? He has said that even Ahankara is a vritti. to avoid all these doubts. What I've been always talking ahankara as?
Concept.
Huh?
Concept.
A conceptual self. Concept means what? Vrittis only. Na? So in English I've been refining this to say conceptual self. So that there is no doubt that there is a vritti at all. Ahankara is a vritti. Are you getting that? So the words I use थोड़ा सोच समझ कर यूज कर रहा है. Conceptual self, अहंकार. वृत्ति अंगीकृतः, अतएव प्रातिभासिक रजस्तस्थले रजताकार अविद्या वृत्तिः संप्रदायैः अंगीकृतः. Similarly, in प्रातिभासिक रजतम, Pratibhasika silver. I am walking on Juhu beach and I mistook a seashell for silver. That silver is purely Pratibhasika. My friend is seeing it as a shell. I am saying, "Are you silver coin?" He is saying, "Kidhar silver coin?" He is not seeing it, only I am seeing it. You are purely Pratibhasika. Meant only for me. Only I am seeing it. Therefore, Pratibhasika sthale api प्रातिभासिक रजस्त स्थले रजत आकार अविद्या वृत्ति ही अंगीकृता सांप्रदायिकैः. Therefore we accept what? There is a प्रातिभासिका अविद्या वृत्ति, a वृत्ति created out of ignorance. Because whatever reason you attribute, you can go into whole study of Gestalt psychology, how they perceive like that. सब कुछ है, ठीक है, we accept. But fact remains, if I was not ignorant of the fact it is a seashell, I would never see a coin. That is the underlying fact. Whatever you can process theories, you can talk about it. But this much remains as a fact. Therefore, since this much remains as a fact, Pratibhasika avidyakrita antakarna vritti. There is an antakarna vritti there also in Rajata. Iti angīkritaha, accepted by sampradayikaihi, by traditional teachers, sampradaya with teachers, they accept it. Why? Because you saw it. Without a vritti, you can't see it. But it's not really there. Avidya vritti. Not really there. I agree. Avidya vritti.
So this is error. Error.
Error. Exactly. Brahma. That's why it will not be called Prama, it will be called Brahma. And we will call it as an Upadi in your Prama, in the use of Pramanam. In the use of Pramanam is an Upadi. Because remember, Pramanam is Pramakarna. Okay? Pramanam is Pramakarna. That which gives you knowledge. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, should ask.
So,
I don't want to proceed with the text unless people are clear about it.
So here, okay, I'm mistaking a piece of shell for the silver. But what if there is nothing and I'm imagining something over
Your mind is
there?
there. Mind has taken the vritti. Antakarna vritti is still there.
Still there.
Delusions.
Delusion.
Yeah.
Swamiji?
One second. Karthik had asked a question. I've been keeping him on the hold for a long time. Yeah, Karthik.
So, Swamiji, if I'm watching a movie,
Yeah.
is that the Pratibhasika vritti
Yeah.
or is... I'm sorry?
No, it has got some Vyavahara Yogitvam, even though it is not real. Because everyone is seeing the same movie. No?
Okay.
So that much of Vyavahara Yogitvam it has got.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a question.
In the case of a mirage,
There is no?
in the case of a mirage,
Mirage, definitely it is Pratibhasika vritti. It's not real. What is there is only sand. But you are seeing a mirage means it's a Pratibhasika. Therefore, avidya vritti has to be there. Avidya vritti has to be there. Otherwise, how will you see it? If there is no thought, how will you see it? See, if there is no thought, you will not see anything. You are sitting blank. Mind is elsewhere. Friend comes in front of you, do you see the guy? Why? Then he says, khayalon mein tha kya? Because vritti didn't take place. Light is being reflected, all that is happening. The room is lighted up, so the light is reflected from him to your eyes. The retina is formed in the image, all that is happening, but you are not seeing the guy. Brain is turned off. Brain is turned off, why? Because mind is turned off. Brain is not turned off, image etc. is being formed. Huh?
Sunrise and sunset is not actually.
That's all mithyatvam. Therefore, all vrittis are there. See, all the pramanas from perception to anumana is used vyavahara kale or non-vyavahara kale. Therefore, we are taking into account that these things are temporarily taken as real and we are functioning. There is a functioning validity. And based on that, we are talking about the 5 pramanas. Even 6 pramanas, I would say. Yeah. Because without functioning reality, where are we talking about pramanas?
That's why the definition of one of the definitions of mithya, it is that abhasa matram natu asti, that is.
Yeah, go back to that definition. I put 4 definitions of mithya. Group में रहेगा, group chat में है ये सब. That's why I am very much against anyone putting any forward in the group. Only class related info, otherwise गड़बड़ हो जाएगा.
Swamiji, may I ask something?
What is that?
May I ask something?
Please ask.
Swamiji, this is the Nidhyasana. While meditating,
You have to speak up a bit louder.
I said that vritti taking place in Nidhyasana.
Sorry, you are not clear. Anyone clear? Can't hear now. Not.
Vritti taking place during Nididhyasana.
Yeah.
So will be categorized as
One second. Nididhyasanam is pramana vyapara or not pramana vyapara? Is a pramana being used in Nididhyasana? My question is a pramana used in Nididhyasana?
yes, Swami.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes? Which pramana is being used?
No, it's my mind.
Which pramana is used in Nididhyasana? Huh?
Sakshi
No pramana.
No pramana is used because Shabda Pramanam is used in Shravanam.
we are using the words, we are using Nitya
So you are getting new knowledge.
No, but you are being Sakshi to the.
So what then? Because of that, what?
Sakshi Vedyam it becomes, no? Then.
Based on,
And then it will resolve.
You now.
based on
One second. Now you will become great Vedantins. I am Ananda is Sakshi Vedyam.
No, it's fine.
Till we get the Swarupa, we are giving affirming. We
So I am Ananda, is it Sakshi Vedyam?
no, that is not Sakshi Vedyam, but we are not at that level, no.
What level? You are talking about Nididhyasanam.
So when we say Nididhyasana,
When you say I am Ananda, is it Sakshi Vedyam? In Nididhyasanam, when you say I am Ananda, is it Sakshi Vedyam?
No.
There is, in Nididhyasanam, there is no pramana used. Remember this, in Nididhyasanam, there is no pramana used. It is only repetition of what you already know. That is why new knowledge does not take place. It is called jnana abhyasa in other words.
Swamiji, like in Rishikesh, in the morning when we do the Swaminiji and all, then when she was telling, she was taking us through that and 1 hour meditation. So her words, so I am a Sakshi to those words, right? So that is a Nididhyasana only that.
If you are Sakshi to the words, you will never be in meditation. Because you are creating a subject-object divide where it should not be there, where it is not really there. So the words are supposed to end in your absorption, not difference. Can you see now why Nididhyasanam is not working? अरे यार आज ऐसा बोला हाँ
Nityasanam, we are recalling what we have heard. In the state of being happy or sad, also we are recalling some past incident.
yeah
But happy or sad incident is classified.
is objectified because the experience, because it's an experiential happiness, right? It is objectified. There is a vritti there because it's experiential. Happiness and sadness is experiential. Because it's experiential, there is a vritti there. Therefore, it is objectified by the Sakshi, or you will say Pramatra Vichanya Chaitanyam and Vritti Akara Chaitanyam, same time and place. Are you seeing the whole thing?
Actually, Swamiji, in Nityasanam, the Sakshi itself is not there.
Sakshi is not there actually.
Suppose if I don't use those words in Nityasanam, still I am.
Correct. Yeah, then there is no problem.
I don't say I'm Puna. I think I am. So,
But what you are? So why is Nididhyasanam necessary? Only because you have not been able to integrate the knowledge with your mind, with your life. Therefore, Nididhyasanam is necessary. If you could integrate it like Arjuna did on the battlefield, no problems. You don't need Nididhyasanam.
so that's why unless Mananam is done, there is no point in doing Nityasanam. Otherwise, this is what will.
Remember, Nididhyasanam is immersive experience, Rasagulla experience. You know, in Rishikesh now, just to digress a bit, but important.
No,
Rishikesh,
Swamiji, one more thing.
yeah. No, understand this immersive experience.
No,
In-
it is like, see, anything is a vritti in the mind, right? So, meditation, like relax your body, take a deep breath, these are vrittis.
That is not Nididhyasanam, that is just relaxing the body.
No.
I have to say all that because you are coming tense here.
No. So then when we say, when we are, whatever I am pure consciousness, that is also a vritti in the mind only to become. So what is the difference between the...
What is the difference between Ghatakara Vritti and Akhandakara Vritti? Either Aya difference. What is the difference? No Vritti, only Vritti Vyapti, no Phala Vyapti. Correct? The difference. So it's a Vritti of absorption. It's a Vritti that resolves differences. It is not a Vritti that creates differences.
Are we confusing, at least I am confusing Nididhyasanam with Manana?
With Mananam. Yeah, that can happen. People can confuse that. Mananam is not Nididhyasanam. What is happening now is Mananam. Because the question, answer, all this is happening. This is Mananam. What you already understood. It is not Nididhyasanam. Immersive experience. This is Nididhyasanam. That's why saying in Rishikesh, many people don't meditate. Many of the sadhus don't sit and meditate. Why? Pavana Punyena Shravanam Kuryas. Again and again they'll sit in the class. I have seen Mahatmas. Okay? This guy also decides no meditation necessary. After 12 it starts. Sardarji. Yeah. You know, in Rishikesh and all, many sadhus don't meditate. I see in Mahatma, they have listened to Tirthaji number of times, but still they ब्रह्म सूत्र क्लास में अच्छा वो क्लास हो गया अभी उपनिषद के लिए बैठे ऑल मॉर्निंग देल सेट सर आज महाराज जी आपने इतना टाइम सुना कितना टाइम 20 साल से सुन रहा क्यों कौन पुण्य न श्रवणम कर ये तो निधिध्यासनी हो गया ना हमारे लिए तो निधिध्यासनी हो गया I think I'll have to change over. The thing is, it takes some time to change. So, Nididhyasanam is an immersive experience in the knowledge. And that immersive experience can happen in various ways. Thing is, at the end of the day, are you being able to integrate that knowledge into your life? If you can do that, you are fine. So don't try to witness meditation. There is witnessing meditation. Witnessing meditation is different. That is for centering. Bruddhi vritti nam sakshi, I just witness everything that happens. That's for centering yourself. What is the question? Huh? Nididhyasanam is quietly sitting down and repeating the knowledge. The essence of the teaching you are repeating in your mind. Without all the elaborate argument, jokes, stories, examples, without all that. Shuddham Brahma. Okay, I am Shuddham. Free from it. Okay. Remain in that. But if the Shuddham Brahma recognition has not taken place, you can't use that word. Then take a word where recognition has taken place. So don't confuse the two. Perception is perception. Sakshi Vedyam is Sakshi Vedyam. That is not contrary to perception. Therefore, in the beginning, we will talk about external perception, internal perception. Internal perception is Sakshi Vedyam, etc. So that you all don't get confused. But we are not at the Gita level now. Here. Immersion is an experience. Vedanta knowledge is not an experience. The experience of immersing yourself in this knowledge. That's why the camps, this, that, etc. For what you get in 3-4 दिन के लिए कम से कम, because you can't take more of. So 3-4 days at a time, you immerse. When the ashram comes up, we can have more weekend camps. Saturday, Sunday, chalo. Immerse. Every month, 1 week, Saturday, Sunday, 1 weekend. Or every 2 months, 1 weekend. It's easier. You get more and more immersive things. Saturday, Sunday, people can take no time. Unless you have small kids at home. If it's a Saturday, Sunday, you can get your kids and come, not a problem. Plenty of things for kids to do. Are you getting the idea? That is Nididhyasana, that's separate. तच्च अंतकरण धर्मादिषु केवल साक्षी वेदीषु वृत्ति उपेतत्व घटित लक्षणस्य सत्वात् न अव्याप्ति. Therefore, even in pure sakshi vedyam cases, there is always a vritti there, and because the vritti is there, you don't have to take as separate something separate. The definition holds valid. It's not avyapti. It is not that it's not tenable. Because the vritti avichinam and pramatra avichinam, same time and place. Okay, so these are the technicalities of it. Okay. That's why I don't introduce this text right in the beginning. So sometimes when I look at people like Rohit and Sanchit and all, I think it's good to introduce in the beginning. They are getting it well. But they are used to technical studies, so they are getting it very Tadayam Nirgalita. This is a ascertained meaning now. We are covering all the arguments into one meaning. What is that? So akara vritti upihita pramatra chaitanya satta atirikta satta shunyatve sati yogyatvam vishayasya pratyakshatvam. Yogyatva vishayasya pratyakshatvam. If it is fit for perception, it will be perceived. Why fit for perception? Dharma, punya papa in your mind is not perceived. In your mind, punya papa is not perceived. Therefore, yogita, fit for perception. But then what will be perception? When vritti avichinna chaitanyam and prabhatra avichinna chaitanyam ekatva bhavam. इतना ही बात है और कछु नहीं है और कछु नहीं there is nothing else, that's all that is there. Whether it is an external perception or internal perception, the definition of an object of perception is this much, that vritti avichinna chaitanyam and pramatra avichinna chaitanyam, same thing, same thing.
So, Swamiji, when Buddhists say nothingness, shunya, that is also a vritti, no? Because we say
Shunya is a
that
vritti, correct.
That there is shunyata, but that itself,
The vritti
because
only.
there is no shunyata really speaking, no, that way. How can you say that there is nothing?
Correct. Clear up to now? No problems. Good. Then he says, Tatra samyoga samyukta tadvadinam sannikarshanyam chaitanya abhivyanjaka vritti janane viniyoga. Remember all that he said about indriya sannikarsham, sannikarsha samyoga, in Tarka we studied?
Yeah.
All that we can accept it as far as perception is concerned. He says. Indriya sannikarsham, then that the color, there is a second level sannikarsham, all that is acceptable to Tarka and this. So you better go home, homework for next class, go read all that sannikarsham in Tarka Sangraha, and if there is any doubt, ask me. Okay? All this is same, he says, with certain amount of vyavahara yogyatva. In this sannikarsham, correct, but through the vritti, not directly. Remember, even in Tarka, through the vritti, not directly. You are seeing chili powder, vritti connection only, no direct connection. No direct connection. It is through the vritti only. So, all that is, we can take it. This is called ardhangikar. And then you accept certain things because there is nothing to argue about it. ठीक है, चलता है. You want to look at it like that, you can look at it like that. We don't bother too much more. See, the dismissal of the whole thing in one sentence shows that you are not too bothered about it, it's not too serious. Yeah, that some of them are acceptable, okay, ठीक है. Like if science says light is necessary for perception, ठीक है, light is necessary. We are not arguing against it. What is perception we may differ in, but we are not arguing light is, ठीक है, we accept it. Anyway, perception won't take place. That's the presiding deity Surya Deva. Yeah. So, not an issue. Okay. Then he is talking about, we are talking all the time about mental states. Vritti, this, that, etc. So, what is this vritti he talks about? Okay.
Swamiji,
Yeah.
Swamiji, when it comes to the Jagat, all objects in the Jagat are known through the Pramanam.
Yeah.
But space and time are known through Sakshi, right? There's
Correct.
Space and time are Sakshi.
Yeah. So there is also a space akara vritti, like time akara vritti. You are recognizing the gap between events and things like that. So some sort of vritti is still there.
But that's Sakshi, purely Sakshi.
Yeah, sakshi. All that is sakshi.
No. Thank you.
Okay. Then he says sacha vritti. We are talking so much about vritti. Sacha vritti chaturvida. 4 broad categories of vrittis. 4 broad categories. Samshayah, Nischayah, Garvah, Smaranamiti. Samshayah, that which keeps changing. ऐसा भी हो सकता है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So doubt, emotions will come under samshaya. Even emotions will come. Why? Morning you felt nice about somebody. Then he said, you heard something he said about you. Evening you are feeling different. Where love has gone missing. So emotions are like that. They also keep varying Doubt is also like that. Aisa hai kya aisa hai? Aisa hai, vaisa hai, vaisa hai. So doubt, emotions, everything comes under mind, samshaya. Nishchaya, definiteness. This is it. This is book. Definitely. Intellect, knowledge. Garvaha, sense of I. Garva here, sense of I. Ahankara. Smaranam, recollecting something. अरे yesterday क्या डिनर खाया बहुत अच्छा सुनीता शिव से क्या ब्रेकफास्ट खाया बहुत अच्छा both in terms of what I ate, in terms of company. Recollection. All that is smarana. एवं विध वृत्ति भेदेन एवं अपि अंतकरणं मनः इति बुद्धिः इति अहंकारः इति चित्तं च आख्याते. Therefore, they are given names with respect to the vritti. A certain collection of vritti is given a name, mana, doubt, emotions, etc., mind, decision, knowledge, etc., buddhi, garvaha, sense of I, my pride, etc., ahankara, memory, chittam, iti cha agyati. This is the 4 words given to it. Remember again, because you say 4 etc., ये गड़बड़ हो सकता है. One antakarna. One antakarna. Antakarna made up of vrittis. Vrittis classified as 4 broad categories. Doubts, emotion, etc., which is keep changing. Reasoning, definiteness, knowledge, etc., sense of I, etc., conceptual, and recollection, memory, etc. 4 vrittis, 4 types of vrittis. Mano, buddhi, ahankara, shittam, karanam, antaram, samshyo, nishyo, garva, smaranam, vishyo, ime. Putting it in a verse. Same thing. Same thing. Okay? Mano, buddhi, ahankara, shittam, antaram, karanam, antakarna, inner instrument. Look at it, the word used is instrument. That's operating in important. Instrument means what? When you say instrument, what does it mean? Other than you, no? You need to be able to use an instrument very well. You need a certain identification with the instrument or not? Any instrument. From a pen to a sword. You need a certain amount of identification. Antakarnam identification is great.
So is it identification or concentration?
Or
Concentration.
Concentration.
identification.
Is it identification?
See,
Identification
you are using a pen. Have you seen children struggling to use a pen? First time they are told to write something. Why are they struggling so much? Because this feels foreign to them. At the same time, tell the child, with your finger, draw something on the sand, write it on the sand. He will draw it very well, write it very well. Give him a pen, he will struggle with it. If you go in the sand and I give you a big stick and said, write on your name on the sand with the stick, you will struggle. Why? You're not used to it. What do you mean not used to it? I am not identified with that equipment. In that sense. First time we held any instrument in our hands. Chopstick. Oh my God, chopsticks. Great example. The old chopsticks. It feels strange. Why? Because one thing, it is new to you. Second, your identification is that spoon, fork.
Even a car driving.
Car
Your own car, you're so identified with
You have to identify. There is a certain amount of identification. That's why even if you are a good driver, you have to get used to a new car. No?
Yeah.
A certain sense of identification is necessary. Any instrument is like that. Now, What are you trying to do in modern instruments? Reduce the sense of identification.
AI.
Really, computers, this thing, using AI, etc. is trying to reduce identification. But then you need to identify through that. Since you need. Therefore, since the instruments are inside, your identification with them is very strong. You don't say, my mind is happy. You say, I am happy. My mind is sad. And how are you? Okay. Nobody says that. No, it's a fact actually. Please don't change your language because you are exposed to Vedanta. But this is a fact. But it's a fact. Knowledge. When your knowledge is challenged, you don't say, there could be something. You feel, I am challenged. When your knowledge, your notions, your pet ideas are challenged, you feel, I am challenged. Ego, don't talk only. Even memory, hey, it didn't happen like that. I was there, I'm sure it happened like that. Use any instrument, some identification is here because Antakaranam, identification is stronger. Antakaranam, the identification comes first, then that Antakarana is in this body, therefore identification with the body becomes. Then if you are using an instrument, you need to extend the identification to the instrument as well. Yeah. Ask people who have been put with artificial limbs. The sooner you put an artificial limb, the faster it works. Why? Because your aesthetic body, the mind is still extended up to there, it has not come back. Because you've just been amputed. Leg has just been amputed. So put it faster. It's painful, doesn't matter. The identification is more important. They will use it better. After amputation, 10 saal ka baad lagaya, they will struggle with it. Will never feel their own. Put it immediately, you will feel there. Therefore, identification. That's it. I'm just saying. Okay. Good place to stop because after this he goes to Savikalpa, Nirvikalpa, perception, etc. So that's a different thing. It's a good place to stop. Hope that's